We're here today to not only show solidarity with those farmers in India and the communities in India that are standing up against an increasingly right-wing, intolerant Modi government, but we're also standing here today to show solidarity with the diaspora in Sydney, because there have already been too many incidents of far-right extremist violence, particularly against the Sikh community in Western Sydney. Young members of the Sikh community being bundled up on the street and identified by right-wing extremists and feeling under threat just walking around the streets. We've seen the Sikh temple being attacked by right-wing Hindu extremists. Well, we are calling it out today and saying that must end. It has no place in a multicultural society, a successful and vibrant multicultural society like Australia. And we're saying to those other politicians, it doesn't matter what party you're from, it doesn't matter if local, state or federal, when you see that kind of right-wing, intolerant violence on the streets of Sydney, call it out, name it, and stand with the communities that are under attack.
So we are here in front of the Indian Consulate today to represent solidarity with fellow Indians who have been suffering by being directed to hate and vicious attacks, both in India and here. We are part of the Humanism Project. We celebrate diversity and inclusiveness. We believe that that is what real India represents. We believe that aligns with what Australian multiculturalism is all about. We are deeply troubled that this hate and divisiveness is happening right now in Australia, and we ask Australian politicians, federal, local, regardless of which party they belong to take note of this and to investigate it. Just in the past 1 month, there have been 2 attacks, 2 brawls, public brawls, 2 Sikh youth have been attacked, and this is quite disturbing. We really need to do something about it before it gets worse.
The Australian Federation of Islamic Council stands here with the Sikh community, the Muslim community, and representatives from the Greens Party to stand with the people of India and say enough to the right-wing politics that is dividing the country and exporting the right-wing extremism to Australia. Enough is enough. The Indian farmers are suffering, the Indian poor are suffering, and Indian society has become divided from this exploitative, opportunist, right-wing politicians who care very little for the welfare of their population. It's time for us all to stand together and support the people of India and also support peace and harmony in India and outside.
We're gathered in front of the Indian Consulate here in Sydney, Australia, to support the Indian farmers against the black laws being brought in by the Modi government. India is fast turning into a fascist country where hate is preached and promoted by the government level, and it's sad to see such a democratic country losing its power on its people and not acknowledging human rights.